Folks, we are at another covered bridge. This one is the Larkin's covered bridge. We're here in the Chester Springs area. Now this bridge has been moved several times. This is not its original location here. Come on over here and we're going to show you the sign. I'll read this to you folks in case it's difficult for you to pause the video and read it. The original Larkin's Bridge was built in 1854 to span the Marsh Creek beside Jesse Larkin's grist mill. As I mentioned before on these videos, oftentimes these bridges are named after some local mill that's right nearby. In this case, this is Jesse Larkin's grist mill. This was near the village of Milford Mills, which is 2.5 miles southwest of the spot. Now, if you don't know, Milford Mills is no longer here. It's actually underwater because it is now Marsh Creek State Park, and the lake covers the entire town just about. But reading on here, the bridge was built in 1881 based on a design by brothers Menander and Fernand Wood. This photograph above shows the rebuilt bridge as it appeared in the first half of the 20th century. So it was rebuilt in 1881 from the original building of 1854. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania acquired the bridge in 1972 as the Milford Mills vicinity was evacuated prior to this creation of Marsh Creek Lake and surrounding Marsh Creek State Park. The bridge was moved a mile northward to serve as a pedestrian crossing between the day camps in the new state park. By the time Upper Euclid Township acquired Larkin's Bridge in 1998, the structure had significantly deteriorated. The developers at Buyer Station, which is the development that we just walked out of, the Toll Brothers, Orleans, and Havnanian, they dismantled and rebuilt the bridge in its present location. This happened in 2006 as an enhancement of the Upper Euclid Trail system. Now we're on a multi-use trail here. This is a bike/walking trail. The bridge is going to see no more motorized traffic for its entire lifetime. So we'll take a quick look at the bridge. Actually, not a quick look. We're going to take a long look at the bridge. We should see some originality on this bridge as far as the way it was built. Now, as far as the materials, I'm guessing a lot of it's been replaced. I did hear that when it was moved here to its location in, was it 2006? This bridge was rebuilt with, a lot of the new wood and stuff was replaced, if I can say that properly. A lot of the wood was replaced with new wood. So let's go inside the bridge first. We'll take a look around. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, we're going to take a look here at this bridge. As you can see, we have our Burr arch truss design, as we see with so many of these Chester County bridges. Actually, probably Pennsylvania, I would say the majority of them are built like this. We have your arch here. I don't know how much of this wood is new, but you see a lot of carvings here. This is interesting. Look at all this. This is probably one of the old pieces right here, I would imagine. Now remember folks, keep in mind that this bridge, it did say it spanned a river between two day camps. So my guess is a lot of the children were coming through here, maybe carving their names here. This is what you see on the arch portion and the wood here. Look at the name here, look up here. Up here at all these names carved in there. It's really interesting. This is all part of the history. Now if you look here, you can see this piece here is probably not original. You can see the difference here in the wood. So that's been replaced. But you see, there is a lot of piece of wood here with carving in it, which would indicate that's probably the original piece. So it's hard to say how much of this was replaced. This looks like a newer piece here. Carving there. We have MR plus DG here. A lot of this is old. I see a big pile of sawdust here. You can see that up there. There's the carpenter bees have been at work here, folks. They love these old bridges. Apologize for the road noise. We are very close to Graphite Mine Road. You see we have a new piece here. This piece was actually filled in. That's interesting. But then again, we have all the old names carved in there. Look at all this up here. A lot of cool history here. You got to wonder where these folks are if they're still around today. All these little letters carved in here, names. Looks like this was some painting here at one time. Graffiti, if you want to call it that. Look at that. How cool is that? I didn't realize there was so much carved in here, but look at all that. Really neat. Huh. So somebody took something to that, like a hammer or something, and hit a couple dings in there. We have a new piece here, it looks like. Very cool. Let's see if we can go down and take a look underneath the bridge. It doesn't really span anything except the swampy area. So we'll take a look down underneath. We'll see what it looks like from underneath. If we can get down there. Yeah, it looks like we can. I do see some water down there, so we have to be careful. Yeah, there is a bit of a swampy area here. Well, this is a little stream, so it really is fording an actual stream. Oh, it's a culvert there, see that? So it's coming out, so there is a little bit of a runoff type creek here. Let's see here. We'll go down here. You want to get down there first, and so we can get a look underneath the bridge. Just be careful. There's no poison ivy that I can see there, no briars, so we'll just be careful of your footing. Look at that. This is the original underpinnings here. You're not going to see any steel beams here. Look at that. How cool is that? You can see the concrete foundations, which are new. You can see these bolts that I see here. See the bolts? They seem like they're protected from rust. What do you call it? Galvanized is the word I'm looking for. So that's all new. These bolts here are galvanized, so to protect them from rust. Here, if you recall the rust that we saw on the bolts on that bridge, the Speakman number 2 in the previous video, those bolts were extremely rusty. These are all new. So, but very neat to see that. This probably would have been the original design of just about every covered bridge. You can see how the arch goes right down here to the foundation on either end of the bridge on both sides. And I see some electric hookup here. They probably have a light inside the bridge lit up at night, which is nice.
There's bags under it.
I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, that's strange. What is that? Almost looks like the doggy do bags that people drop, you know, when their dog does its thing. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. I'm not sure what that is. Parking is a little bit difficult here. right, folks, that's going to do it for this one. We got another cover bridge taken care of. This is one actually is very close to where I live. Folks, we got more coming. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you like this content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you can see the rest of the cover bridges as we cover them. No pun intended. Actually, there was a pun intended. Folks, we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.